Hi, it's Mandy. Welcome to those who are new, and welcome back to those who are returning. Today we're going to do a weekly review into our expenses while watching a little bit of planner inspiration. So let's get started. I first want to say thank you for all the prayers and good wishes that was made from the comment community post that was posted over the weekend. We received some bad news that someone very close to me has cancer. And then Monday we found out it wasn't as bad as they originally thought. They called it early. They will have to have surgery and a possible few chemo treatments. They'll know more about it once they speak with the surgeon. So thank you for the prayers. It really did help. Depending on when the surgery and if this person has to take chemo, I might have to help with that. And if I do, I'm going to try to have my videos batch quarters. That way you guys won't miss anything. We're going to be looking at from expenses from Wednesday the 7th to Tuesday the 13th. I know it's late. I had planned on doing this last week, but with everything going on with the news and everything, it just I just didn't have much time this weekend to get this took care of. But I will be working on the next weeks from the 14th through the 20th here after this video, and you'll see that in a week. But anyways, I am using the sticker book that I received in my Happy Meal. And plus I did find I had went to Michael's. I went for one thing, and this is how it goes. And they didn't have the one thing I was looking for, but they had their Happy Planner stuff 50% off. And so I found a few books there, and it was the new release stuff. I said, well, I really can't argue with that. So, there we go. Okay, on Wednesday the 7th, we had Dairy Queen, $11.74. Go Time, which was gas, for $31. My husband took my sister-in-law to a doctor's appointment and then pick up the girls on the way back. So this is the reason why you'll see Burger King on here twice. The $13.46 was for the girls, and he forgot to order mine, so he had to go back in and order mine, which is $5.46 using the app. And then Walmart was $250 for food, and not 250. I'm sorry, I knew that was wrong looking. It's $2.50. I knew that didn't look right. Like, I know we didn't spend that much. And then Walmart, $47.09, which was for food and some household products. Then Thursday the 8th, Lowe's for $20.97. Hubby had to pick up something for the house. And then Thursday evening, we actually left early for our trip. We left the house about 6:30, I think it was. And we got to our first motel about 9, a little after 9 or so. And then the 9th, which is Friday. Now, I don't have my totals for each individual of these. places because hubby paid it on his card. We had budgeted $600 for this trip. We only ended up spending in total $430 for the trip. The remaining amount, we was originally going to put that back in savings, but hubby had to have some tests done later in the week because he got kidney stones and they wanted an x-ray and the facility wanted a payment before they would do the x-ray because he apparently had a bill from back 2016 that they're just now finding on his record. Look, okay, but at least we had it to cover it. So Friday morning we ate breakfast at the motel. They had the little mini waffles, which was really good. Husby had their eggs. Olive had the biscuit and gravy. And me and baby girl had the waffles. And then we went to the mall. We first went to Build-A-Bear. Um, Baby girl found her a new Hello Kitty animal. It was only like $25-$30, but the clothes is where they get you at. It's the clothes and all the accessories. And then we went to Hot Topic, and Olive got her a few shirts. Baby girl got a few shirts. And they have a store called the Plush Store where they have all kinds of like Pokemon and Disney characters, Hello Kitty, stuffed animals, and they got them both two more Hello Kitty stuffed animals. And then after that, we went to eat at Culver's. I forgot to write it down here. And then we first thought about going on back to the motel, but then we decided to go to Malibu Jack's. And Malibu Jack's is like Chuck E. Cheese, but it's got more games and stuff inside of it. And so we went there. We spent a couple hours in here. They had a blast. They played the VR games. Olive played a little shooting game and ice hockey and all kinds of. And we all got in to the one game together. It was the Halo game. And 4 players could sit together, so we all sit in there and we just having a good old time playing that. And you had to swap your card again if you got killed. And so baby girl, she would tap like, "Hey, somebody swap their card." Swap your card. She'll put on the thing like, "Hey, swap me." So hubby had baby girl next to him, so he was swapping the card for her, and I was swapping the card for me and Olive, and we had a good time at here. And then after that, we went to our second motel. We saw the castle and where the Mammoth Cave entrance was. We originally was going to go into Mammoth Cave on Saturday, but we couldn't get tickets. And 2, we wanted to get the handicap accessible one because baby girl has a hard time going down the steps. And the regular one, they have steps and they're really tiny, so you have to really be careful where you step. And so they didn't have any of those tickets available. So instead, decided to go to the Corvette Museum the next day. So we got to the motel and we went in swimming because they had a pool inside. Oh man, that feels so good being out all day, hot sun. It's where was that? It's not like back home where we have trees around us that block the sun, and it's a lot cooler because we got a lot of shade. Down there, it's just like boom, there's the sun right in your face. So we went swimming, and then we had what did we have? Mexican that night. That's what we had. And then Saturday, got up and we actually had chicken fillet for breakfast. And then we went to the car museum and spent about an hour or two. And the one we went to has Cinco, and they used to have a glass which you can walk over it, but now they have like a little trap door where you can look down at 30 feet to see where the Cinco was. And they have a cave area that you walk through, and it's got pictures of the cars they lost and about what happened and so forth. And then Sunday we was just all wore out. We didn't feel like doing nothing. So it was a stay home rest day, and of course it was a no spin day. We needed something, to recover from the weekend, from the last 3 days. And then Monday, the only thing was McDonald's was $20.42 for that day. And then Tuesday the 13th, it was Walmart for $28.65. Long John's, $8.15. That was for hubby. Walmart again for $6.19. And Wendy's, which was for three of us, was $19.58. So yes, we had a blast. Now it's time to recuperate what we spent. But I'm very proud of us because it was the first time that we didn't have to move anything around to pay for the trip. We had most of it already saved up. What little bit was left came out of the extra pay that we had for it's a three pay month. I'll get out in a minute. So it was just weird not to come home. I was like, okay, we spent this much. Now what we're going to do to cover the rest of the stuff we need to spend on, it was already taken care of. So that was. I told my husband, I said, you may not think this budgeting thing's working, but see, it's working. He believes me now. Okay, so in our totals from the 7th through the 13th, from last week we had in our food budget $434.01. We spent in total $49.59, which leaves us a balance of $384.42. On eating out, this is everything that's outside of a trip. Any eating out we did during our trip was from the travel fund. So eating out, we had a budget of $216.11 left. We spent $78.61. Leaves us $137.50 left. Gas, we had a budget of $222.12 left. We spent $31, and it leaves us a balance of $191.22 in our budget. Miscellaneous was $90. We spent 11, and that leaves us $79 left in our budget. So far, so good towards our budget. Next week, I'm not too sure how it's going to be because we just got back, and this is Tuesday, so it's the last day of the spending week, and we just spent $100 and some dollars at Walmart for food. But our plan is to eat at home, no eating out, fingers crossed. And if we go out, and we're going to be out more than an hour or two, we're going to try to take our snacks and stuff with us that way to do this until we get back home. Fingers crossed that that works. Today's the 20th, and we still got about a week and a half or 2 weeks left in the month. So fingers crossed from the 21st on, we can do that. Fingers crossed. If you're new here, I hope you'll take a look around, consider taking a look. Blah, 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 blah. If you're new here, I hope you consider taking a look around. And if you like what you see, please consider scrubbing. I would love to have you part of my budgeting community here. And if you're a returning subscriber, hey, thank you for being here. I could not do it without you. I love you all. Remember, every dime counts. And if you would like to check out more weekly check-ins and planner inspiration videos, check out the videos popping up right about now. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one, which should be Friday. Fingers crossed. Bye for now.